M0FXB, let's install the new firmware for the FT5DR DE, and you can see here it says USA and EXP, which is the one I'll use for Europe, and it's for the main and the sub, and it's going to take us up to 1.21 on the main and 1.10 on the sub. But the date is the 17th of the 11th, so a couple of days now. And you do need to really be careful that you download and use the firmware for your model. I would also back up and save to your radio or to your SD card. So to see the firmware version you have, but you're not going to have this version, just press and hold F menu, navigate to display, select display, and look software, and we're down to 1.13, which is about a year old, I think. And SD card wise, press and hold, make sure there's a card in that you've formatted in the radio, SD card, and you would format it here and just press the F or tap the screen, and then do a backup, so like so, and then you want to go right to SD card, because at the end of this process you have to factory reset, which is basically hold the three buttons, the A, B, the F menu, and the band. You have to hold them down, turn the radio on, and it factory resets it. And we are going to have to do that. So the information they're giving us is added FTM 510D and 310D and the FTX1 to the APRS model detection. That's all it says, really. It says, we hope this firmware will increase your enjoyment of the FT5D. So I don't know of any other changes, but it's, it's a really good set. I mean, I've still got my FT3D here. I'm curious to know if they've done, because that's my favorite case, to be honest, is the 3D. But the 5D has better audio. It really does have better audio and more colors on the screen. So I like them both. You're going to need the cable that was in the box with the radio for firmware, which it looks like just a very simple USB, sort of mini USB cable. But if you can't find it, you're going to have to buy one. And a little stick to poke on the side. We've got here, I might just try and show it. It's hard to, you can't really see it, but just behind where the USB cable's gonna plug in, you switch up for the main and down, all the way down for the sub. When it's in normal mode, it's the middle. You have to put it in the middle, otherwise it won't operate. So let's follow these instructions. Also, grab your power cable. I've got mine here handy. That's the, the DC cable, because it does require you to sort of remove the battery and then use the DC cable, which I've got here handy just here. Just check that there's power going to it. How can I do that? I can take off the battery, which I'm going to have to take off anyway, to be honest. Put the power in and it turns on. So we know that it works. So I'm just going to turn that, plug it in, and I'm going to turn it off so I know that it was off. So now when I put it in and out, the DC, although it lights up, it says external DC, it doesn't actually turn on the radio. So I'll leave it off for now, and we're going to follow these instructions. Now there's a list of stuff here that they add to do with updates here, and I find that with Windows 11 you don't really need them. And also when you're doing this process, it gives you the option to install the drivers that you might need. But I'm not Yasu. Read the instructions, follow the instructions. So the way I do it, I'll right click, there's a little space here on my desktop. I'll go right click and I'll go new. Do that again, right click, new folder, and I'll call it FT5D 1.21. Okay, so it's an empty folder. Then I'll go back to Yasu's download and go to the files section. So you start here, actually it's update section, click that, updates here. I'm looking for the Europe one, so if you're in the USA, click this one here where it says FT5D USA. And you've got instructions and information here as well, but I'm going to click this one, version 1.21 EXP. Click, and that sent it straight away to my downloads folder. Just here, and we'll click that, and I'm going to click it again once it's done and send it into that folder. So we'll go extract to, go to the folder that we created, FT5D, ABCD, there it is there. Click OK. So everything's in there. Let's have a quick look. Double click the folder we created. And we've got the main, the sub, and you've even got the instructions there as well. So let's double click the main, double click here. And then we're going to double click FT main version. Click yes. And I am going to click USB driver install. Give that a minute. When updating the firmware of this model for the first time, installing the USB driver is required before connecting the update device to the computer. Installing the driver is not required for the second time, and so on. Would you like to install the USB driver? And I've already clicked install. I'll wait until this stops flashing. Okay, now it says prepare it for programming. So I've already took the battery off. And if we look on the side here, I know I'm kind of trying to shine a torch on it, but get your little pokey stick and just click it up, and get your glasses on and just click it up. You'll see the little black switch at the top. I'll try and shine a torch on it, but mine is up now. I've got a torch on it there. Then it says connect the cable to the radio. There's only one place to connect, and this is the cable that was in the box. Okay, so I just plug that in there where my finger is. So, and then the other end into your PC. I've done that. I always have an extension going to my PC, so I don't have to keep reaching down all the time. Just an extension kit, so it's actually on my desk. I've plugged that in. So after switching mode, connect the device to your computer using a USB cable, press the next. And again, you've got USB driver install option here, so you may as well. So now we're going to click update, and we get a list of instructions. Remove the battery pack. Remove the data terminal cover to the right of the transceiver, because that's where my cable's going to go. Change the program switch to the data terminal main CPU. Up, we've done that. Connect the FT5D to your PC using the cable. Yep, and now we connect the AC adapter to the transceiver. So we'll do that now. That's done. I hear the computer make a beep sound. And then we're going to click, after that, click OK. There's our firmware. And we're just going to click OK. And with a bit of luck, that's going to now go in. The cable's in. Yeah, there it goes. So click OK. Now it says disconnect the AC adapter from the transceiver. Connect the cable connected to the terminal, disconnect. Change the program switch to normal mode, center. Attach the cover and connect the AC adapter to the transceiver, perform or reset. But I will do that. But first of all, I'm going to go straight and do the B one. So I'm going to close this and double click my folder again, but this time click the bottom one, the sub. I've flicked the switch down, same as before, but down. It's not in the middle. Double click the sub, go yes, and click update. And then again, follow the procedure. I better get my cable in there. Put my power cable back in as well. So all the cables are back as they were when just like before. I did hear the computer make a noise. Click OK, and there it is there. Sub, click OK. and wait for that to fire across. That pause is makes you feel nervous. And there it goes. It's about a good 20-second pause. I wonder why that is. So of course, don't touch anything, don't turn anything off, drink some tea. And it does say version 1.10. So the main is 1.21, which is the top switch, and the bottom is 1.10. And at this point, what we'll do is, when this finishes, flick the switch back to the middle. That's crucial, or it won't even turn on with the screen. Many of us have forgotten to do that. Then we're going to factory reset. Then we're going to reload from my SD card that's on the radio. So I'll leave it live, fast forward if it's boring. Oh yeah, please hit the like, subscribe, and if you want to buy me a coffee, if I help you, buy me a coffee just to show, or better, join the channel. It's only $1 a month, and become part of our community. Click OK. So now we're gonna do it in the order it says. Disconnect the AC, the programming cable. We're gonna flick the switch back to the middle, which I've done. Put the radio in. Should turn on now anyway. Yeah, and I've even still got my call sign, so that's fine. That's on. So factory reset is I'm going to do, turn it off, hold the 3 buttons. See that? I don't know if you can see it, but it says all reset. Tap the screen. Or do we press OK? The F menu. Yeah, I think I want some call sign. So just scroll and get your call sign in there. You got right and left, and then you press the F. When you've done, you press the F menu and it puts it in there. There's also numbers, of course. And to get it in there, press and hold the F. Press and hold it, the F. Ooh. So I'm not seeing any obvious differences, but we'll just go press and hold F menu. Display. And go to software. 121110. Happy with that. And if we go down to SD card. And then backup. Read from SD card. I can't remember if I had it much on there anyway. And it's now reading, and you're going to be back to normal. There you are. It says waiting while it does it. I mean, it's a fantastic little handset. All of them are. I've still got my 1D here somewhere, you know, which is pretty much does the same thing, you know, VHF, UHF. For those that want to modify, it's actually not that hard, and we've got everything in there now. I don't know if I had any memory channels anyway. VM here. So I tend to factory reset stuff. So yeah, I don't think I had any memories in there, but I'll put a load in there. I've got RT systems, and you've got the APRS 14. If you ever want to, you know, if you want those extra bands, you just pull that grommet off, and there's a little chip in there. Well, not even a chip that you remove. But anyway, that's it. All done. We're up to date. It's 2025. I'm still wondering if you want us to do that for this radio. Let's go to APRS. Why can't we do it for the FT5D as well? What's the... Yeah. Okay, well, I've never had a problem with this radio. I've always found it really good. You get the gossipers that go on about cracks and things, but my radio's years old and I've got no cracks. So I don't know what they're on about. Bye for now. All the best. 7-3.